Welcome back to Al Chapo Sports, everyone's least favorite sports show where we do the thinking so you don't have to. Today we're getting back into it, top 10 NFL teams after week 10, week 9, week 10. Who knows? It's one of those two. I'm pretty sure it's 10. Anyway, let's get right on to it. Starting off with number 10, the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys lost a close one to the Eagles. They are 5-3. Now, I would bump the Cowboys out of the top 10, but you lost to the Eagles, who are the undisputed, spoiler, number one team in the NFL. So I'm not going to hold this against you too hard, but 10 is as high as you go. And if you had been blown out by the Eagles, then you'd be out completely. Even though this is a divisional loss and it really stinks for the Cowboys, they kept it competitive, which is why I'm keeping them in the top 10. Anyway, moving on now to number 9, the 49ers. 49ers are 5-3. They're on a 3-loss losing skid, which is why they're so low. They used to be in the top 2 or 3, but that 3-loss losing skid has it's been pretty revealing of who the 49ers are. They were on a bye week, so their position is unmoved. You don't get punished for a bye. Moving on to number 8, the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are 5-3. They got a win over Arizona, who is, granted, the worst team in the entire NFL today, but it was the way that they beat Arizona. 27-0, total shutout, high-scoring game for the Browns. That impressive performance, along with your winning record, will get you into the top 10. Moving on to number 7, we've got the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are 5-4. They lost to Cincinnati this week. I think they're a good team, but I'm starting to lose faith in these Bills. Inconsistency is the story of the Bills, and that was the story this weekend too. I came very close to knocking the Bills out, but I'm leaving them in here this week because I've seen them at their best. So I'm giving you a little credit, Bills. But if you don't perform next week, you're getting the fuck out of here, man. Anyway, moving on to number 6, the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins also lost this week to Kansas City. They are 6-3. It's a good record. And a loss to the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a great team, so I'm not holding the Dolphins again. I'm not punishing you guys harshly for that, but it is a drop from where you were last week. 6-3, Miami Dolphins. Moving on to number 5, the Lions. The Lions are 6-2. That's a great record, and I've got nothing else to say about them because they were on a bye week this week. So, moving on to number 4, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars, similarly, are also 6-2. Great record. Similarly, they were on a bye. So, that's all I have to say about you, my Jacksonville friends. Moving on to number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs. With the biggest single jump in the list from last week to this week is the Chiefs. They are 7-2. Great record, with an impressive win over the Dolphins, who are a juggernaut of a team, one of the best in the NFL. Absolutely no doubt about it. So, Chiefs, well-earned number 3 spot, but I'm still holding that Broncos loss against you. That's what's keeping you out of the top 2 spots. So, moving on to the top 2. Number 1, the Baltimore Ravens. They are 7-2. They got a win over Seattle this week. It was a pretty impressive win, and right now, Baltimore is the best team in the AFC. They are the favorite to go to the Super Bowl from the AFC. They're a shoo-in for the playoffs. I'd say they're even a shoo-in to get to the AFC Championship. Everything is going right for the Ravens this year. They made a lot of moves in the offseason. They took big swings, and sometimes when you take big swings, you miss, but not this time. The Ravens have knocked it out of the park. Number 2. Number 1, the Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly, as they say. They are 8-1, best record in the entire NFL. They beat the Cowboys, which on its own, as a divisional win, is great for the Eagles. It pretty much solidifies that they're going to the playoffs. But also, just the intensity of that rivalry, to get a victory over your rival in such a manner, it's just, there's no better feeling. Even if you are having an awful season, if you manage to beat your rival, you smirk a little brighter. The days are a little sunnier and the breeze is a little cooler. So, Eagles, congratulations. They are a shoo-in to the playoffs. I think they're a shoo-in to the NFC Championship. And I have them as the favorite currently to be the Super Bowl champions. But that's what I've got. Comment down below. Tell me who you think the top 10 teams in the NFL are. We can discuss them there. If you disagree, you can tell me how wrong I am. Or you can tell me I'm so smart. I'm so right about everything. Either way, leave a comment down below. Like the video. Subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys next time.